I'm so late. I'm so late. Can you believe this guy? Jeez. I had to finish lunch. I had to go to the bathroom. Get my drinks lined up. You know how it is. You know how it is. All right, it is Friday time for a stream. Okay. There we are. There we are. Beautiful as ever. My stream overlays are not working for some reason. And it's driving me a little bonkers, if I'm to be honest. Yeah, none of them are working. I have to go through and go use the old ones. I don't know. One moment, everyone. Just be patient. Boom. Turn it on. There we are. Hello. Oh, great. It wants me to sign in, huh? You love that. How do I even make that go away? Great question. Like, where is that? Where does that token live? You know? What if I put it over here? Okay. And now I refresh? No, it still does not have the thing. Sign into chat. Don't you just love this? Love these things, you know? Test. So much of life is hoping things go as expected. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That'll have to do. That'll have to do, because you know what? No matter how hard I try, OBS just doesn't want to be logged in. Even though I'm technically logged into YouTube on OBS, so who knows? But we're going to go ahead and get started here in a moment. I'm going to have to go change these out real quick, though. How's everyone doing? Y'all doing good? I'm going to go change the chat boxes here. Okay, that one is fine. Page permissions. Oh, hold on. Advanced access, basic access. What about this? What if I do this? Nope, that still says sign in. Winter Storm, huh? That sounds a little scary. Nope, still there. I'm just trying things. Full access to OBS. No, still not enough. Oh well. Okay, so there's that, and then this one I need to change as well. The Ben Watt song is not my request. Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that. Who was that? Was that like Lukash or someone? I don't recall. YouTube chat board. There it is. Okay. Paste. Turn it on. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I have everything set up now. Yep, that's there. Yep, that's there. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and timestamp and we'll start here. We will start here. We're doing the Stone Roses to begin, ladies and gentlemen. We've been down this path several times before. So I actually recently re-listened to the debut. And I kind of want to start with this for a second. In fact, I might clip this out and make it its own, because, you know, I did like a 4 years later thoughts on Disintegration. You were the Ben Watt request. There we go. I might do that with this because it's at this point, it's been probably 6 years, 5 or 6 years since I heard this album for the first time. And I really never come back to it. I don't know why. I think there's a lot of the first albums I listened to where if they weren't right in my wheelhouse, I just kind of like moved on from them. But I've been watching a lot of Walter Ruski, who I reached out to, by the way, because I was like, I want to chat with you about like copyright issue stuff, just like YouTuber reaction things. And he responded. And he's a very nice guy. I'm eager to have a sit down with him and just kind of pick his brain on like his methodologies on YouTube here. But I watched him react to the Stone Roses, which was very pleasant. And as I was listening through with him, I re-rated all of the songs. Don't Stop at 2.5 looks a little harsh, but I don't think it's bad. I just I don't care that it's there. It doesn't serve the album very well in my opinion, but man, what a the middle part is the weakest. It starts strong, tapers off, then builds back up once you get to Made of Stone. But I forgot how great Shoot You Down was. And man, the drum sound on I Want to Be Adored and This Is the One is incredible. It's remarkable. So this was a lot of fun to re-listen to because I'm wow, there is great production and playing going on here that I didn't notice the bass. I kind of noticed the drums. I was more just taken by the melodies and the hooks and the, guitar leads and stuff. But the production on this thing is wild. And who produced it? Garage Flower? What does that mean? Is that just them? Did they self-produce? I don't understand. But we're doing today Pearl. If only Ian was slightly better. Yeah, he's the weakest part of the whole outfit. But not terrible, just the weakest part. Pearl Bastard, there it is. So on this insane, man, it's this looks like Pet Sounds, where it's hey, which release? Technically just this one, I think, the 20th anniversary. It's got the black border here. Tons of extra stuff on here. We've done some things. It's kind of scattered through, but I believe we are doing... I believe it is an actual demo, Pearl Bastard demo. If I'm not mistaken, if one of you guys donated for it and I'm getting this wrong, then let me know. But yeah, I am very eager to... Whoops, no, hold on. Let me hit play, and then we will go to this. Boom, okay. I'm very eager to hear more Stone Roses after having gone through the debut album again. So, without any further ado, let me get my camera a little better situated here. Without any further ado, let's take a listen to Pearl Bastard. You know, Manny and Rennie are the secret weapons of this band. Whoops. We don't really need the lyrics out. Turn that off. Makes things harder. Yeah, last year, November, right? any of you guys here when we did the Waterfront songs, which was like them before Stone Roses? That was really good Jangle Pop. It's probably Francis who donated it. You donate like everything. You and Andreas are easily like 70 to 80%. Although Lukash he's been stepping up. I want that to go away. Is there an official version of this? Really great guitar sound. I'm just going to double check that there's not an official one. Demo. I think it's just a demo. I don't know. I can't find any information on it, but don't imagine so. Yeah, I would agree with that. That was nice. I really like how they kind of like continue down the Smiths road, but they're really leaning into like just cool, interesting production ideas and going huge. And like, you know, having that like anthemic arena level sound, which I guess was kind of, I don't know, was that the vibe? Like, were they selling out places and like playing huge shows like that, just being like Coldplay before Coldplay? I don't know, you guys tell me. Next one, 1825. Wedding Present. We've done Wedding Present before. We actually did a track off of this album. We did. Did we? Was it a bonus track? It was Nobody's Twisting Your Arm. What album is that off of? Bizarro? No, maybe it's just like a bonus track off of George Best. But Shatner. My favorite dress. I see C86, I see Jangle Pop, and I get excited. I'm at that point in my life. I just went through all of the Field Mice. By the way, just so everyone knows, I have officially gone through all of the Field Mice, so don't donate any Field Mice songs anymore. But I am open to the side projects. I have not gone through those yet. And in fact, the last song we did on the last stream was Catholic Easter Colors, which has become one of my like maybe top 5 songs ever. I love that thing. At least top 10 at the moment. But we're going to listen to My Favorite Dress by George Dress. Best George. Here he comes. A little bit of power pop. It's starting just like Sensitive by Field Mice. That's some post-punk though.
Sometimes these words just don't have to be said. I know how you both feel. The heart can rule the head. Jealousy is an essential part.
I forgot that this is how David Gedge sings. Did they tour the first album? I feel like there's a whole like poppy version of post-punk that kind of split off of Three Imaginary Boys and didn't really follow the rest of The Cure. And that's kind of where this is. No kidding. I could have seen them playing like Coldplay level shows off that first album. Based upon like what I've heard people say as far as like the effect it had on culture. But they weren't really the next Beatles, huh? Mismanaged, huh? That's kind of unfortunate. I think there was a lot of potential, especially in the songwriting and the the production and what they were choosing to do with their instruments it's pretty notable, honestly. I'm gonna fix my brightness here. Oh, really? I like to imagine it was all just Ian's fault. Everyone else is not culpable. But that's probably not true. There's something about this crunchy C86 noisy guitar. It's very shrill, but not so much so that it's hard to listen to. Ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty cool. I think that his singing, or not his singing, more his inflection is my least favorite part of these songs. But that had a lot of fun energy to it, didn't it? And like I said, that noisy kind of guitar that you get from like McCarthy and yeah, Heavenly. Heavenly is related to Tallulah Gosh. That's right. We did, what was it, Shallow? Yeah, this whole noise C86 twee jangle arena has been a really interesting point in music for me recently. And I'm kind of clicking with it more than I did in the past, but cool. I like that. Next one, 2452. We have the Railway Children again. So I did an actual like song reaction video for Brighter off of this incredibly short album. I don't remember Brighter all that well, but I do remember enjoying it, I'm pretty sure. I remember there's certain songs, because I did like what, 500 maybe 400 before I got too busy to keep up with that workload, because I would record like 5 to 7 at a time, like a week, once weekly. But I remember specific songs being like notable to me, even though I don't remember the songs, and this is one of them. So this song is off of the '88 album Recurrence. What is it? Pleasure? A Pleasure, track 2. Yeah, I don't know. I'm eager to hear more of this band, so let's go. Great jangle sound.
It's just something to experience while we can. Just one more five, pleasure night. You take everything, but you leave me full of wonder. Well, I sleep like this because it never feels secure. But it's crystal clear like fears sound like thunder. Introduce me to your will, I'm in your hands. Just one more five, pleasure in mind. Just one more five, pleasure in mind. That means you.
How many viewers we got? 2? Wow. My audience must be busy today. Or they all hate me all of a sudden. That could happen. I'm telling you, even like the bottom of the barrel jangle pop and dream pop is better than most pop music to me. 4 viewers? Mine says 2 in my YouTube studio. These are the type of riffs that I like strive to write. Which I wonder. I'm out of tune or it's out of tune. Probably me. That's pretty good. British Gin Blossoms. Did I do any songs? That sounds familiar. British. No, I did not. I've heard someone mention that before. Maybe you. That was pretty good. Like I said, it something about this genre where like the atmosphere, the vibes, even if certain songs just don't have that same kind of like punch or flavor to them that the greats do, there's still always like good atmosphere to take out of it. I'm not even saying that like this was a bad song, but it's obviously not among the best jangle pop. It's still just very solid though. As far as like the spectrum of like worst to best for like these genres is very small compared to like just other more basic pop or rock, if that makes any kind of sense whatsoever. Okay. 3109. We're doing okay on time. I'm trying to be quick since I started late. We're doing more Pulp. I assume this is coming from Andreas here. We're back to Separations, and we are doing My Legendary Girlfriend. We've done like 2 off of here, right? Is that correct? Maybe title track, maybe She's Dead, maybe Love is Blind. Gosh, I can't recall. But I have gone on record saying that early Pulp before his and hers is a fascinating thing. And I don't think enough people are talking about it. Much like with Blood Flowers, where it's like Blood Flowers is getting some love now. And like it wouldn't surprise me if it eventually ends up getting bolded on this website. But I think Pulp is kind of due for that too. Cause like I don't know, the people were like feeling kind of like middle of the road on it, but it seems like stuff is getting more favorable as time goes on. So who knows? But here's the song.
Sometimes.
Uh-oh, here he goes.
When we're lying together, and I know you're asleep, I can hear the soft sound of your breathing. So I get up.
This sounds like the guy from Pulp.
Outside, I can see all the houses.
It's a stupid joke, I'm sorry.
Curtains shut tight against the night. Asleep beneath roof tiles.
A little bit of spoken word, huh?
And as I stand there, I wonder how many more times I'm gonna come here.
Now it's saying 5 viewers.
I wonder how many
Which, hello,
more
everyone.
times I'm gonna lie here. Most of all,
I'm just hoping it magically logs in.
most of all, I wonder what it means. I just wanna know what it means. So I woke her, and we went walking through the sleeping town, down deserted streets.
This is bizarre.
Gardens
For
green
Pulp.
and white, fences down to the canal, creeping slowly past cooling towers, deserted factories, looking for adventure. I wander the streets calling your name,
You can turn on the lyrics for this.
hoping to see a light in your window. Let me in, let me come in, let me in tonight. I see her shivering in the garden.
Such an anxious song.
With goose flesh in the moonlight. She's balancing. There are so many others. The horizon. Dry by no satellite afternoons. She's balancing on the edge of ugliness.
Is he a voyeur?
She's balancing. Good God. My legendary girlfriend. She is crying tonight.
Thanks, brother. How you doing?
Doesn't feel right. She's got no one to hold. Her love is a sham. He is dancing somewhere.
It's like almost like MIDI. Sounds like a MIDI song.
He'll never know.
A supermarket pizza? Nice. I had like Tyson buffalo chicken tendies for lunch, so I'm not far behind you.
No. Come on. I don't care. It's tonight. Maybe
You don't like it? It's weird. It's not at all what I would expect.
do you think we could just please?
I guess you know what you're having for
I don't know. It's
dinner?
not forever.
Breakfast? I don't know where you live, Francis.
I don't care. His skin is so pale in the moonlight, and the way your lips swell when you're asleep. Nothing else matters. Do you know how much I want you?
The song that Suicide was too afraid to make.
How much I want you?
That like pad, if you want to call it that.
She is crying tonight. Oh no, she doesn't feel right. She's got no one to hold. Her love is a shadow.
Also, sorry guys, my chat overlay that I have been using isn't working. And so I'm using the old one, and it has this dumb sign-in thing at the bottom that won't go away. So, sorry. I don't dislike it. I don't love it, but I think it's a lot of fun, actually. I really enjoy weird synth stuff. I have a soft spot for like really interesting, unique synth work. Which, can I say, I am really excited to go through Depeche Mode. When is that going to happen? Not for a while. Yeah, it's after Kate Bush even. After all of Nick Cave, too. That's fair. I admire the genre exploration they do. Because, like, Freaks has, like, gothic rock on it. Fix this. Never mind, I'm not. Hold on. Put her there. All right. Did you ever do different class? Yeah, that was one of the first ones I did, actually. Hold on, let me take a look at that real quick. We'll do some investigating. View your channel. Playlists. Full album listens. Computer's chugging a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I don't have anything weird running in the background, do I? No. Yeah, so 6 years ago for Stone Roses self-titled, and then where is it? Here it is. 6 years ago. I love Different Class on first listen. I don't go back to it a lot. I'd listen to Common People kind of regularly, but man, Different Class is it beats Park Life and Morning Glory, I think, quite handily. This was fine. This was weird. And you know what? I like weird. I like weird synth pop. So will I come back to it? Probably not, but I enjoyed listening to it. And that says something. That says something, I think. It is the Britpop album, isn't it? I think so. That's not a controversial thing to say, I don't think. But there are some hardcore Oasis people, and there's some hardcore Blur people too. So we're back with Mark. Unibrow Man. Debut album. Again, we did something here, didn't we? We're doing Saved this time. Did we do Sacred Heart? No Easy Way Down? I feel like I had to have done something from every album at this point. Everything is Beautiful, perhaps? Andreas would know. Yeah, we love Mark, don't we? Shatner's cover of Common People was fine. Shatner's cover of Common People? Excuse me? You watch your mouth. Mission Rock Resort. Okay. Saying Pulp in response to Oasis, it became a bit of a thing over here. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I could see that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. On all of my Swede videos, Swede. Everyone's like, it's not Britpop. I'm like, sorry, calm down. I didn't realize I touched a nerve. Someone did that on my Bush.
The thinnest rope won't hang you.
My Bush Swallowed video. They're like, this is grunge, not post-grunge. I'm like, here we go.
Just another pen stroke for the sunset.
Mission Rock Resort.
O'er the dawn.
I like that stand-up bass. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah. Why people put the Stones up next to Beatles makes no sense to me. Like, yeah, they like both kind of dabbled in blues. Beatles for a moment, but like Beatles and Beach Boys were much closer in like an Oasis Blur relationship, you know, than Stones. Unless I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong.
And everything's beautiful.
Wait, wrong song. This is the wrong song. No, is it? I think no. I thought we were doing Saved, weren't we? Am I mistaken? You put Saved as the one for 34. My bad. We're good. I was like, wait a second. Because I just pasted that in today. So we'll come back to this album next stream.
Spinning over the ground. Like the gorilla ride.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's seasons and there's dreams. Glued on the dream. And everything's beautiful. But babe, not you or me. And everything's beautiful. But babe, not you or me.
Kind of like how Blur was viewed as for the posh art kids while Oasis with working class jocks. I mean, yeah, that tracks.
I barely know you. You're so quiet. Is there nothing in this weird perspective that'll let me breathe in the smell of Eden? In your eternity.
Jag, I'm pretty sure you liked Mark last time we listened to him.
I barely see you. I barely see you. And everything's beautiful. But babe, not you or me. Yeah, everything's beautiful. But babe, not you or me.
It's so smoky.
I barely see you.
Slow and gravelly.
I barely see you.
Oasis was Springsteen for the millennials. I'm trying to compute what that means. Oh. You think that Radiohead was just the Beatles for Eitzel?
Not you or me.
Yeah, I'm sure Andreas could recommend you like a good starting point. It's all been good. I haven't loved every song, but it's all been good. So start with this album. There you go. And we're doing Saved on stream 34 next time, so... Whoops, that's not right. Sorry. There we go. That was quite good. That was quite good. So Mission Rock Resort was the other one we did there, and we just did the final track. But yeah, always a nice time listening to Mark. Nice and smoky. Do we have any Mark for the second half? I'm looking. We have Bruce Springsteen, funnily enough. Look at that. I'm quite interested in what we're doing in the second half, actually. There's some cool stuff there. Anyway, 4734. This I have no idea. Does anyone know who donated this? All India Radio, Sula Guin. I want some context here. This seems familiar. I don't know why, but this seems and looks familiar. Have we done one of these already? There's a lot of albums here. And I don't know, this looks kind of sick though. Like if one of you guys is donating this, I'm like, this could be quite good. It's almost 10 minutes long, and it has Devin Townsend of Punky Brewster, of course, all this stuff. Like, I don't even... Progressive metal, huh? Anyway, we're gonna listen. Hold on to your butts. I would assume so. That makes sense to me. Ooh. I'm getting gas flashbacks. This is giving gas. Like pop. Very trippy ambient music. The Gallaghers, like, who cares about the Gallaghers? Yeah, yeah, for certain. It was a countercultural movement, very funnily enough. Who donated this? I need to look. Lukash. Who I don't think is here. That's kind of nice. I really like this. Just, like, as far as, like, for me personally, I would love to listen to this. It's just like Outer Wilds soundtrack. You ever exposed to the dregs and chancers of Britpop, Alex? I assume you'd have to actually seek it out. Yeah. Like, what's the bad stuff? What's the bad stuff? Wait a second, the next album. Yeah, that's right, we did this. On this next album, they did a cover of Catch the Breeze. That's what it was. Ah. I really do love you. But now it's time I leave this bar. It's getting late. Need to catch a car. Oh, David Gilmour. Get out! I don't want you in here. The OK Gig in the Sky? Oh, Fripp. Fripp, you need to leave. I love this soundscape. That bass. Everything is extremely smooth and balanced, but it has like, I got some great frequency work going on here. Some of these tracks are like 15, 23 minutes. Uh-oh, we're arpeggiating. I could probably turn it up a bit for you guys here. Well, it's well compressed. In the world we sold, there was a choir there. Well, good to see you, Jag. Hopefully I can see you later. Scorpions, huh? What was their big song? Wind of Change? Do I know that? Rock You Like a Hurricane? That's probably the one that I'm thinking of. You know, what a normie would know. It was in movies. When the only way you know of a band's hit single is because it was either in a movie or TV show or it was in a rock band or Guitar Hero. I don't like this part as much, but it's okay. More commercial. That's how I discovered Nick Drake. Was that Nokia? Some phone commercial. Verizon? I would not turn up my nose at any, was it? Hold on. From the Morning. It was like the paper going over the hills. Commercial. AT&T blanket commercial. Yeah, because they're like covering the country in blankets or whatever to show their coverage. I would not turn up my nose at more All India Radio tracks being donated, Luke Cash. It almost feels wrong getting paid to listen to these. I'm slurping them up like Jell-O. And I just love spacey, like post-rock that just sounds good. Again, like the window of like great to like worst is so small in like the space rock, post rock area, like God is an astronaut and all that. Like, yes, that kind of stuff is some of the worst post rock, I would claim. I don't know, maybe there's really terrible post rock, but I have yet to hear post rock that's just like so terrible that it's not worth anyone's time. You know what I mean? Same goes for Jangle Pop, for the most part. If you make a really bad riff in a Jangle Pop song, then it's like, I'll pass. See you later. Lukash! This song was great. I was gonna say, like, I don't care about all. I wouldn't mind if more all India radio tracks get donated, because I also remembered we had done the Catch the Breeze, because I went to this artist. I'm like, this looks familiar. Like, we've done something here. But this was really cool. I didn't necessarily love the vocal part as much. But it wasn't bad. I really like the nice like post rocky space, super well produced and mixed as well. Good, very nice. All right, we are going on to 5840 here. We're doing okay on time, surprisingly. We're doing Deftones, ladies and gentlemen. We're now in Francis's territory for a little while, so buckle up. Yeah, we've done a bit of Deftones. I wouldn't say I'm mixed on this band. I haven't heard enough to make up my mind, but they seem to be like sitting in such a like favorable spot among music people that it's hard to ignore. So we're doing the opening track off of Saturday Night Wrist, Hole in the Earth, alt metal, alt rock. Okay, all right. I am excited. Let's go. Give me the riff. Give me the riff. I need a riff. I'd love to hear softer Deftones. Interesting riff. Quite compressed. I'm going to turn it up. Rough vocals. Placebo. I think the first time I heard Running Up That Hill was their cover of it. Riles, good to see ya. Man, the bright dream pop composition with like distortion, it works. I mean, that's part of the reason I love Candy Claws. But this definitely has like more weight to it, which I find very fascinating. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Like I said, I want to hear more Deftones. The softer stuff, like if there's something you guys think I would like more, I'd love to hear that first and foremost. Before we move on to the next song, I wanted to talk briefly because someone brought up Placebo, and I mentioned that the first time I heard Running Up That Hill was the Placebo cover, I'm pretty sure. And I don't believe that it was actually on this album, but my sister above me, my older sister, a guy that she was dating, like had a bunch of like ripped music CDs, and she just had one on in her car one time, like when she was like driving me around, and it was this CD. This CD introduced me to the Killers, and it introduced me to Keen. And I find it really funny that it had songs on here that I've since reacted to on the channel. And then like looking at some of these other picks, it's like, okay, we got Joseph Arthur, that's cool. And then like this had Fortress on it. Sufjan Stevens, Beck, and number 5 had an LCD sound system track, Imogen Heap, which I'm like, you know, that's just really funny to me that like this was my introduction to the Killers and Keen, and probably kind of like put me in that like indie space for the first time as a kid. I was probably like 12 when I heard these songs. But yeah, I just thought that was funny because the whole Placebo thing reminded me of that. So Blind Faith, I'm not going to click on that little thumbnail because that is a topless woman, and we're not doing that. So this was one of Clapton's many projects, because you know he's been part of Cream, Derek and the Dominoes, of course, Plastic Ono Band, Yardbirds as well. Which what an interesting thing this whole ordeal is it not? The Yarnbirds. Blind Faith, 1969, and then it's on that Blind Faith album and exists as a single here. Can't Find My Way Home, folk rock, psychedelic folk. Album cover was a bad idea for multiple reasons. Oh my gosh, Ginger Baker's daughter. Oh, bad taste. Good song. It's the whole lemon incest thing all over again. I didn't timestamp this.
Come down off your throne and leave your body alone. Somebody must change.
Nice.
You are the reason I've been waiting so long. Somebody holds the key.
This guitar style, what is it reminding me of? Man, this really paved the way for like Neil Young, huh? When was Neil Young's first album? '69. Okay, so it's kind of contemporary then.
Come down on your own and leave your body alone. Somebody must change.
It's like a soul vocal delivery.
You are the reason I've been waiting all these years. Somebody holds the key.
Steve Winwood on vocals, and he's white as hell. Or is this Rick Greck? Who's singing? It's got like a soul delivery. It's Steve Winwood on vocals. One of the first supergroups. No, Rick is also white. That's a soul delivery, dude. This is cool. It kind of reminds me of Love. Winwood in Traffic. Traffic. I don't think I know Traffic, but I feel like I should. Seems familiar. That was cool. Nice little bit of like music history there too. Interesting vocal delivery. I mean, I was like, ooh, Clapton, but no, it was Steve the whole time. Steve was the one in the shadows singing like a champ. Anyway, we're back with the Bruce. The Bruce has returned. And we're going to do Racing in the Street, which is from Darkness on the Edge of Town, 1978. Just for context, earliest, we're doing Bruce on the channel, by the way. He's on the reaction schedule. And I think the earliest song I've heard by him is Born to Run. Just that. And then next on the list would be 84, Born in the USA. I've heard I'm on Fire, Dancing in the Dark. One of these other ones, Born in the USA, probably. I feel like there's another one here I may have heard. I love I'm on Fire and Dancing in the Dark. I think that they're fantastic tracks for the 80s. But I'm so curious as to what he sounded like early on here, like 78. Like I look at this album, I'm like, I don't know what this is gonna sound like. But he's there with his hands in his pockets looking at me. And I'm okay with that. I'll let him do that. We're gonna race in the street. Here we go. Get out of here, Randy Newman. Chris Martin called. That's pretty good, though.
I got a 69 Chevy with a 396, fuely heads and a hearse on the floor. She's waiting tonight down in the parking lot outside the 7-Eleven store. Me and my partner, son, he built her straight out of scratch, and he rides with me
I'm just gonna exist in the corner for a little bit, okay?
We only run for the money, got no strings attached. We shut 'em up and then we shut 'em down.
Hold on. I don't want to talk over the song. I gotta say, there's been countless schmaltzy, terrible, bad ballads over the course of music history. People eat them up like they're made of maple syrup, because they are. But like, to hear a good one, you know, like a good schmaltzy song where you're like, oh, that's actually doing something. Man, that's refreshing. Just gotta say that.
Tonight the strip's just right. I wanna blow 'em off in my first heat. Summer's
Great piano part.
here and the time is right for racing in the street. We take all the action we can meet, and we cover all of Northeast State. When the strip shuts down, we run 'em in the street.
I think I've only heard
From
horses.
the fire roads to the interstate. Now some guys, they just give up living and start dying little by little, piece by piece. Some guys come home from work and wash up and go racing in the street. Tonight, the strip's just right. I wanna blow 'em all out of their seats.
That tracks.
Calling out around the world.
Got louder.
We're going racing in the street.
Nice change. Hold on. I wanna, I don't really have the time to do this because I'm already behind. But I want to track that real fast. So I'm gonna tune, okay? Yeah, I'm under. I'm in D standard because I have an Elliott Smith t-shirt. Okay. So what are the chords we got here? I'm gonna rewind it a bit.
We're calling out around the world. We're going racing in the street.
That's the change.
When the strip shuts down, we run 'em in the street. From the fire roads to the interstate. Now some guys, they just give up living and start dying little by little, piece by piece. Some guys come home from work and wash
What is that chord? Hold on.
start dying little by little, piece by piece.
Goes to a C.
Some guys come home from work and wash up and go racing in the street. Tonight, the strip's just right. I wanna blow 'em all out of their seats. We're calling out around the world. We're going racing in the street.
I think it goes to an F.
Strip's just right. I
Goes down a full step. Entertain me just for a second. C to F. Well, no, G to F, which is actually A to G. But that's cool. That's probably back to A. Wow. I hope that wasn't annoying. Sorry, I just wanted to figure that out. A key change down a whole step. It gives it like a bittersweet feeling. Changing up versus down. And vice versa. Huge reverb. Do you hear that? Listen to the reverb. She sits on the porch of her daddy's house, but all her pretty dreams are torn. Wow. She stares off alone into the night with the eyes of one who hates for just being born. For all the shut down. I can't tell if that's like a reverb or like there's actually like he's actually singing that note like overdubbed. Like or a choir maybe. We're gonna ride to the sea and wash these sins off our hands. No, someone's singing. Tonight, the highway's bright out of our way. What a cool track. The summer's here and the time is right for racing in the street. It's reminding me of Arena by Skids. Chord-wise. The board fade. People freak out too much about a board fade, you know? Board fades are great for album flow. People don't realize that. Hey. 2 cheers for that track. That was great. Gosh, now I want very badly to listen to Bruce. Thankfully, it'll happen maybe this year or next. I don't know. That was great. Very, very schmaltzy, but in like such a great, true, gritty way. And just good songwriting. Really good songwriting. I approve. 122.51. I need to get a move on. Ow. Ben Watt, here we go. Yet again, we come back to this man. This man and his wife keep showing up in my life. North Marine Drive. We've done at this point, quite a good selection of tracks from this album. And we're doing the title track today. And Andreas is not the one. Look at this. It's rising, dude. Maybe it'll get bolded soon enough. I am the whole reason. Or I should say Andreas is the whole reason. Like, he's donated enough and people are watching my videos that they're being like, hey, we need to do something about this. And it's good to see. No, I'm kidding. But maybe. Who knows? He likes that interval.
I've been down to North Marine Drive, a road curling round by your sea, a sea that matches all of your moves, a place where we always agree.
I love the reverb on this album. It's pushed about as far as it can be.
Scratched our names in the sand and watch the sea take them away to names scratched in every spray. And I've been on a desolate cliff.
Man.
Where once a great castle had been and stood.
This could be my favorite Ben Watt track.
No wall, so the sea could
This is hitting me good. And I love Some Things Don't Matter, but this is...
And here a chapel once stood.
harmonies.
But now just a handful of stones.
Nice.
But we
just like
are building
Dead Bees, huh?
ours as we stand here alone.
Francis is like, I beat Andreas. And then Francis will donate a Mark Eitzel song. I'll be like, it's my favorite Mark Eitzel song. Andreas will, no. No. You can't defeat me, Francis. That was sick. That was fantastic. I love the rotation there because it's like a 1 to a 6. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what that interval is exactly. It's really nice though, and it's also there in Some Things Don't Matter. I'm pretty sure. I always feel a bit frustrated when I sense there's a real quality in music, but I can't fully feel it or experience it on an emotional level. I feel that too. I think it's okay. If you're not there, you're not there. And hi. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. That's fine. I'm like that with a lot of things. So no worries there. But hey, that was good. That was good. We're shifting to Animal Collective. I am very curious about this because you know what? I have not heard anything off of Sung Tongs. But after having gone through quite a good amount of Phil Elverum's music, I feel like I'm in a good place to handle some interesting folk arrangements. And we're going to do that today with Who Could Win a Rabbit, 2 minutes long. This is a band that I have not really dived into a lot. I heard Merryweather quite a long time ago. I've heard Banshee Beat. I think I've heard something off Strawberry Jam, and I've heard Chocolate Girl off of Spirit They've Gone. And that's about all. except for maybe like, I don't know, one of you may have donated a later Animal Collective song. And I've heard Bros by Panda Bear, but yeah, I'm curious to see what this sounds like.
We need to, no, we in a store right here. The newsstand. Please, man, coming on the right road.
Jeez. What a full sound. There's like a frequency that's just always hanging out there. Man. Okay. So here's the thing about Animal Collective for me. I kind of can't get over the like childishness of it. Like the weird like nursery rhyme music box element of like their melody lines really throws me off. But like the instrumental was like amazing. Like I loved how that sounded. But like something about like I don't know, they might be like singing in like diatonic scales too. It's hard to tell. But just something about the way they write their lines and like sing them, it's just like really unsettling. And like I could see this being like much warmer if that wasn't such a weird like contrast with this like crackly lo-fi sounding guitar work. That kind of feels like it stems from like folk punk stuff. Violet Femmes and Neutral Milk Hotel, but that was cool. That was really cool, and I'm glad I heard it. I need to ask a question, Francis. The next one is Bjork, Who Is It? I don't know what this is on. There's multiple songs on Spotify here. There's Who Is It with Bjork and Fruit Machine at 3 minutes 23 seconds. There's one off of Medulla right here. It's on Medulla. Okay. Because it's Who Is It and then this like big long title. So is this the one you're talking about? I just want to make sure I'm getting it correct. But yep, okay, cool. So 132 20 30. Yeah, so we're doing Bjork, who is it, Medulla Oblongata, if you will. I've listened to a handful of Bjork tracks on the channel. Probably one of my favorite ones being Hyper Ballad. that was probably most up my wheelhouse as far as the Bjork I've heard. But like, man, Vespertine and homogenic, however you say it. Like, I really want to like this. I have not heard it yet. I think I have Bjork on the schedule. I'm not sure. If I don't have her on the schedule, she'll probably end up on there eventually. Her vocal delivery is really tough for me. It in like an ASMR kind of way. And I've talked about that kind of stuff before, but we're doing Medulla. This is apparently a cappella beatboxing. Man, I don't really know. I think you'll like Vespertine. I hope. Folktronica. I love Folktronica when it's good. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like the top rated Folktronica. Is it? No, it's not. Never mind. I'm mistaken. Who is it? Carry My Joy on the left, Carry My Pain on the right. 3 minutes, 57 seconds. Is this going to be a cappella? I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Hold on. Let me go here and play that. And I just said, like, her vocal delivery is my least favorite part about the music. It's okay. I'm open-minded. Here we go.
His embrace, a fortress. It fuels me and places a skeleton of trust.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Bone by bone, stone by stone. If you ask yourself patiently and carefully, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? But never let you down. Who is it? But gave you back your crown, and the ornaments are they're going around. Now we're handing
So this is all vocals.
it over, handing it
Is it?
over.
Or is there actual... No, there is synthesizer, okay. No, she needs to do a duet with Iggy Pop. Wow. I feel like you need to enjoy like French extremist movies to enjoy this kind of Bjork music. That's not a blight on your character, I promise.
Now patiently and carefully, who is it? Who is it? That never let you down. Who is it? That gave you back your crown and your ornaments.
The modulation, man.
They're going around, and I'm handing it over, handing it over, handing. Who
I mean, she's credited with like bass and bass synthesizer for this song. Piano on track 11. Unless I'm mistaken. That's what it says on here. I could believe that this is all like manipulated voice though. I would not be surprised if that were true. Manipulated vocal samples or something like that, you know? I don't like that. Just on the visceral level. It sounds cool though. It's such a unique atmosphere. No. Sorry, no. This is not the Bjork album for me. I will say, I was very, so obviously, like, it modulated everywhere. Like, it would just go to random chords and just shift between keys at will, which kind of seems to be Bjork's thing a little bit. But I like that the choruses, like, just went back to, like, a very basic, like, 1 to 4 progression, and then quickly went off the rails after that. But that was cool. That was cool. I'm not gonna pretend like I enjoyed the mouth sounds because I didn't, but I enjoyed the song. Okay, and we have one more before we break. We're a little bit over here, so let's go ahead and truck forward. We're doing a replacements track here off of Let It Be. This is coming up on the schedule, and I'm very excited to get to these 3 replacements albums here because I think I'm going to like them quite a lot. And this is the final track off of Let It Be. So let's go ahead and listen. Music Addict, good to see ya. This is our last song for the first stream. And then we'll take a small break and do stream part 2. How you been, though? Also, you made it just in time for a replacement song. Oh, nice. Yeah, I did. I hope you did too. I am so excited to get through all the replacement stuff. It's coming up. So Paul is the guy on the far left of this cover, right? Also, they all have 80s hair, except for the dude in the window. I forgot that Peter Buck was on here on the first track. Correct. So I've seen pictures and videos of him since seeing this cover. This has a very shrill, like, noise rock sound. There's like no bass. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. It's not going to do it, but that's okay. You need help. So, one of the weaker tracks on the album is still great. Man, Unsatisfied, something special. You know, the thing about the Replacements is that, like, they're part of that early 80s scene around 83 and 84, where you have Violent Femmes and Replacements and REM more or less inventing the alt-rock sound, like, almost fully formed to a degree. But Replacements seem much closer in, like, atmosphere to, like, Heartland rock stuff like Bruce, whereas REM, I don't know, is more akin to, like, post-punk. It has the, like, UK dourness to it until the 90s. And then, like, with Replacements, having, like, 80s Heartland rock-esque stuff here, I think is really special. It has, like, a special spot that is not just like, oh, it's, the early Jangle Pop scene. There's something special with the Replacements for sure, as far as, like, an American band goes, that separates them from REM, I think. Anyway, don't get enough credit for how much they influenced grunge, a lot of other groups. Yeah, and they could rock out, man. They could rock out. Anyway, that is it for stream 1. We're going to take a small break. Let me timestamp this. And we're going to take a small break and come back with part 2. So if anyone wants to hop on over, I will see you there. I'll quickly grab the link for it and put it in the chat. I'm going to try to take a very small break so that I can come back quickly, because we're like 15 minutes over. So there's stream 2. Yeah, so if you guys hop over, heading out, have a good one. See ya. Take care. Hopefully you can maybe do a reaction soon. You left. Hey, the Mitski video got some decent views, so there you go. You're welcome. Anyway, stream transition. I'll see you guys on the other side.